Today, we're diving into some absolutely fascinating science from Dr. William Li, all about how our bodies are literally designed to heal themselves. We're going to uncover how you can activate your own natural regenerative powers. And nope, not with some magic pill, but with simple choices you can make, like today. Let's jump right in.
So many of us have this quiet fear in the back of our minds. We get told that things like heart disease or diabetes are pretty much a one-way street. But what if that's not the whole story? What if we actually have way more control than we've been led to believe?
So the solution we're talking about, it's not some futuristic, super expensive treatment that you have to wait years for. In fact, you're not going to find it in a pharmacy at all.
Because the secret, well, it's already inside of us. Our bodies are hardwired with these incredibly powerful health defense systems. So the real question isn't if we can heal, it's how do we switch those systems on? And that's exactly what we're going to break down.
First up, let's talk about one of the most amazing defense systems we have, regeneration. Our bodies are constantly rebuilding themselves from the inside out. And the real heroes of this whole story? They're our stem cells.
I just love this analogy from Dr. Li. Okay, so get this. We have about 70 million stem cells in our bodies, and they act like this internal repair crew. Whenever there's damage, they're the first responders. This elite SWAT team that zeroes in on the problem and gets to work healing you from within.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. We don't need to, inject anything to get more of these stem cells on the job. We can actually call them into action ourselves, using something as simple as the food we eat.
Think of it like this. Certain foods have these natural compounds that basically act like a signal flare, telling your body, hey, release more stem cells into the bloodstream so they can travel wherever they're needed to patch things up.
And look, this isn't just some nice theory. It's been proven in clinical studies. Check out this one trial. It's pretty amazing. Researchers took a group of people in their 60s who already had heart disease, and they gave them a really simple prescription. Drink 2 cups of hot chocolate every day for a month. But of course, it wasn't just any old hot chocolate. It was made with high cacao, legit dark chocolate.
So what happened? The result was incredible. After just 1 month, they doubled the number of stem cells circulating in their bloodstream. They doubled them just from drinking hot chocolate.
And this wasn't just a number on a chart. It had real, measurable effects on their health. They actually saw a reversal of damage in their arteries, their blood vessels got more flexible and resilient, and their overall blood flow improved. This is proof that we can actively start to reverse these chronic conditions. Okay, so we've seen how food can activate our internal repair crew. Pretty cool, right? Now let's look at another one of our critical defense systems, our immunity. We usually think of it as being kind of everywhere, but it really has a command center, and its location might actually surprise you.
Get this, a whopping 70% of our entire immune system is located right there in the wall of our gut. 70%! Which means the health of our gut bacteria is absolutely critical for our overall immunity.
So our gut bacteria and our immune cells are in constant communication, and Dr. Li's analogy for this is just perfect. He says they're like college roommates yelling back and forth through those paper-thin dorm room walls. When your gut bacteria are healthy and happy, they send all these positive signals to your immune system, which helps keep nasty inflammation in check.
And hey, let's be really clear about inflammation for a second. We hear that word and we automatically think it's bad, but not all of it is. When you scrape your knee, that swelling and redness, that's good. Acute inflammation doing its job to clean up the injury. The real problem is chronic inflammation. That's when the cleanup crew just never leaves, and it causes this persistent low-grade damage all over the body.
So how do we support good gut health and calm all that chronic inflammation down? Well, it's pretty simple. We feed our good gut bacteria what they absolutely love. And that's fiber, and these powerful plant compounds called polyphenols. Foods like kiwi, blueberries, mushrooms, they're packed with this stuff. You boost your gut, and by doing that, you boost your entire immune system.
Okay, so we've covered our internal regeneration system and our immune command center in a gut. Now for the most important part. How do we actually put all this into practice? Let's break it down into 3 simple, super powerful habits you can literally start building today.
First up, focus on what Dr. Li calls the holy trinity of beverages: water, tea, and coffee. They are just loaded with those beneficial plant compounds, those polyphenols we were just talking about. But here's the pro tip. Try to have your tea and coffee straight. Dairy can actually block your body from absorbing all those powerful goodies.
All right, habit number 2. This one comes from a well-known Japanese saying, hara hachibu. And it's a super simple but powerful reminder to eat until you are only about 80% full.
Dr. Li uses this amazing analogy.
He says that overeating is like continuing to pump gas into your car after the tank is already full. What happens? It just spills everywhere, creating this toxic, flammable mess all around the car. Well, that's basically what happens to our metabolism when we consistently eat more than we need. Stopping at 80% full helps prevent that metabolic disaster.
And finally, habit number 3. Let's bust a huge myth. You know that whole idea that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Yeah, that was literally an advertising campaign from cereal companies. It is totally okay to skip a meal every now and then. In fact, giving your digestive system a break lets your body focus its energy on that internal SWAT team, repairing, regenerating, and basically cleaning house.
So as we wrap up, it's clear the power is truly in your hands and on your plate. Whether it's choosing a piece of dark chocolate, sipping a cup of green tea, or just stopping a meal a little bit sooner, the evidence shows these small choices can kickstart a profound healing response from within. So the only question left is, what's one choice you'll make today to activate your inner healer?